All right. Good morning, all, and welcome to House Edge Live. It's John here on Casino Gaming Central. I love Skill and Luck's comment. We need to get the group together and sing this song. We got to record that. That's fantastic, dude. All right. How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. We're going to get into it here today. I'm going to do a little bit of blackjack play, I think. I'm going to get the Nexus blackjack up and test it, and you guys can check it out while I'm playing it, and we'll do a little bit of leverage play. But before we go, I'm going to remind you of a couple of things that I will do this every day now. This is kind of the kickoff special here, which is, why am I here? Why are we doing this channel? Why are we doing the shows? Why do we care, right? And I think we got to frame things in a couple of ways, right? One is the battle that we're in, right? The difference between the casino business and other businesses is the relationship. The casino is in opposition with its customer. That's the thing. And I think somebody brought up yesterday when I gave this example, what about a movie theater? I say, you go to Target, you spend money, you get clothes. You go to the store, you spend money, you get food. You go to the casino, you spend money and you get nothing out of it, right? Other than the dream and the promise, right? The guy says to me, well, how about a movie? It's the same thing. You go to a movie, you don't leave with anything. You just get entertained. The casino is entertainment. The difference is the movie is not trying to take your house from you without remorse. The casino is. There's a difference there. There's a holistic difference in the why that the casino exists versus why the movie exists, right? Both do provide entertainment, so there is some value for dollar. The difference is the casino is an opposition of you. You're not in communion with them in any respect, right? So this is a battle, right? And the tool that you've got to go to battle with is something like this. Now, this is not the only way to do it, right? Again, somebody else in yesterday's comments brought up John Patrick, right? And I do this all the time. I do these fun little challenges a lot of times, right? I do the 10% challenge where I say, go to the casino, win 10% every day and leave, right? That was John Patrick's, right? Go take $100, win 10 and go home. Until you can do that, don't continue reading the book. It's what he actually said in one of his books, right? The tools that we have, that by the way is discipline. The tools that we have to not go bankrupt and lose our ass every time we go to the casino is these things that we call the bridge. I've been talking about money management and discipline and bet sizing and bankroll my whole life. David at Casino Quest framed it as the bridge, as this great little framework to talk through it. Let's talk through it, right? Bankroll, how much money you got in the bank and at the table and on the felt, right? Your bankroll comes in phases. How much of it do you have? How are you leveraging your wins and losses, right? How much risk can you absorb, right? Not everybody's the same. Some people are very conservative. Some people are very high risk, right? The marriage of those two matters, right? Can you identify when it's time to leave and when it's time to stay? Lean into something, right? Do you have the discipline to stay and play, but under control? Or do you go on tilt, right? Are your emotions allowing you to go on tilt or forcing you into tilt, right? Did you have a goal? One of the greatest statements of all time, and I got to give credit where credit's due. One of my favorite people on YouTube, Jacob from Wager Me This, and I've had the pleasure of playing with Jacob a couple of times at the casino. Guy's a great guy, great guy, good man, good dad, good husband. Also, an astute gambler, right? More on the sports side, but he does a lot of craps. His thing on goals. My thing on goals always, I'm trying to build bankroll, build bankroll, play longer, right? Jacob's thing on goals is this. If you have, let's just take an example. You have $1,000 and let's say that you're John, you're me. You go to the casino with $1,000 and you win 500. Now you have $1,500, right? Me, I take 250 of that. I put it in my master bankroll. Now I have, 10,250. Okay. I take 250 and I split it up. I put some in fun money. I put some in the envelopes like Ken does, whatever. Sometimes whatever. 250 for me, 250 for the bankroll. And then I go back to battle with more money, which is what we're going to talk about today, by the way, this leverage idea. Jacob says, if you do that, that 250 that you added to your master bankroll is still the casino's money. I want you to think about that statement, right? It's still their money because your plan is to put it back in play. They still have their tentacles wrapped around that 250 that you stuck aside for future gambling at bigger levels. The casino still has their grip on it, which is an important thing that I forget when I'm talking about this stuff, right? Even in my own life, I forget about that. It's such a great, I mean, if I could encapsulate something, that's a great thing, right? He says it's not money until you turn it into something. So he takes the $500 and goes and buys something. He's like, I'll buy a dresser for my kid's room, or I'll buy hockey stick, or I'll buy, he's got younger kids, right? I'll buy golf clubs, or you buy something with it, or make a car payment with it, or whatever you're going to do with those win, like an extra mortgage payment if you can do it, right? Whatever you do with the win, invest it in the stock market. Turn that money into something. Now you've taken it from the casino. But if you're going to stack it up and keep putting it back at risk again, then it's their money. And you can call it house money, you can, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to do a whole show on that, because that I'm going to bring him on, because that's an important thing. I've in the period of your life where you're building your bankroll to play with, you're going to keep doing that. You're going to keep putting it at risk. Right? I'm going to try and build a bankroll in my own life. Right? I'm going to try, and I had to spend a bunch of money last year, rebuild back up to 25. So I have a $25,000 master bankroll that I can safely feel like I can go play with and not have to worry about stuff. Right? To get to that level, though, I've got to take wins and reinvest into the stack. Right? The casino is going to have its tentacles on my money until I get to that number. And when I get to that number, never again. That number stays at that number, and then I take wins and turn into stuff. Goals are important, man. Goals are so important. And Jacob, I think, really, really speaks about that well. And I again, I have to have him on to talk about it. Anyway, pardon me. And Skill's going to let me know that I'm wrong. He says, hang on there, John. Hang in there. The movie ticket cost times the player at the casino choose to keep. I'm not sure what you're saying there. The movie ticket cost times the players at the casino. Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying there. And again, you're going to the movie, and again, it's an exchange at the movie. I'm going to give you, God, $18 for a movie. I'm going to get $18, and I'm going to get 3 hours of entertainment and some popcorn, or whatever the hell it is, right? That's an exchange that you're willing to make. At the casino, you're not saying, I'm going to give you $18 so I can be entertained by your pretty dealers. That's not the point. You're giving them $18 on a 6 or something, on the hopes that they're selling you that you can turn that $18 into $5,000. And in reality, they're taking your $18 and you're getting nothing out of it. There's no value to it. I just, like I said, the last weekend and week or so, I've been really mulling these things over. And again, although I'm in, building an app that's casino central, right? And will allow casinos to put ads on there. I get that there's a little bit of hypocriticalness in there with me on this, right? I get it. But at the same time, the app that I'm building and the tools that I'm creating are 100% designed to teach this, so that you can go there and safely be entertained if that's what you want to do, but not get destroyed by it. All right, let's move ahead here. Boy, what's interesting? Want to hear something interesting? I'm going to give you a little bit inside baseball. I've been talking about YouTube for a while, and YouTube is very interesting. The way the algorithms work, and a long time ago, and maybe it was 3 years ago, this channel that you're on, for most of you anyway, and by the way, I'm dual streaming. We're on the former Pro Craps channel called Casino Gaming Central, and we're on the channel called Casino Gaming TV, which is the kind of the new old one, right? Years ago, I figured this out. When I was doing this show, it was called Coffee and Craps at the time on Pro Craps. I noticed that my subscribers were going from 0 to 1,000 to 2,000. I was growing really fast, right? This great trajectory. And then I started doing the live show every morning, the half-an-hour live show every day. And all of a sudden, my subscribers plateaued. I stopped getting new subscribers, no new memberships, nothing, right? All my viewers went to 0. And did a bunch of research, what's going on. Well, it turns out YouTube penalizes live content. They don't like live content at all. They bury the live content. They would rather have an 8-minute short punchy video that goes out there, and that's what they're going to push out. So what I did was, to save the Pro Craps channel, to save my channel, I split it in two. I said, I'm only going to do videos on Pro Craps, 8 to 10 minute long strategy videos. That's it. I'm only going to do live videos on Casino Gaming TV. And I split it. What happened? Well, Pro Craps, when I put videos into there, did pretty well. I went now to almost 9,000 subscribers, right? The other channel is still at 2,000. It's growing so slow because of the lives, which is interesting. But I'm coming back. I'm going to shut down Casino Gaming TV. I'm going to do this channel. what's going to happen is this show here is going to be live every day, but it's going to become a podcast, right? And we're going to do the show live with you. I'll turn the video off and we'll have just the audio podcast going out, right? That's how it's going to end up being, or YouTube has a way to do that now. So that this won't penalize us. Yesterday, I took this video that we did, our show, and I made a video out of it. I took the first 10 minutes, which was my ranting about the casinos hating your life and you know, the bridge stuff. And I made a little short. I made about a 4 or 5 minute video of that, right? And you watch what happened yesterday on my YouTube channel. That 5-minute video, which is just me bitching about the casinos and doing the bridge, got 5 times the views of the live, which was the whole show, right? It also got 20 times the comments. I had 0 comments on the live, 0 comments on the video that was live, the half an hour video. I got like 20 or 30 comments from the viewers on the short little one, which is the same content. It's literally the same video. But when I chop it up and make it not live, YouTube really seems to care about that. Isn't that interesting? So I think we're onto something. I think we're gonna do the lives because I think I'm better live than I am on recording. And I think we'll turn the lives into clips that if I say anything meaningful, we'll make that a clip and we'll put it out there. So anyway, I just found that very interesting that yesterday's one video outperformed all the live shows I've done in the last year. And it was only a 10-minute clip of this one. Whatever. YouTube, who the hell knows, right? All right, let's play a little bit. We're gonna go and I'm gonna do a little bit of a leverage play with you. Now, yesterday I talked about leverage and I talked about it in this way. I'm gonna go to my table really quick, but then we're gonna switch gears and go and play some blackjack. But I'm gonna show you what I meant by leverage, and here's the plan for today. All right, let me go down here. So a leverage play, and I'm just gonna put the bet in the cum. It doesn't matter what the bet is. We're gonna play blackjack, so assume this is a blackjack bet, okay? Let's say we're gonna do a 1, 3, 2, 4, which is what I'm gonna do today. And I got what, $200? Let's make it an even 200. I have $200 in my rack. Okay. Now I make a bet. Let's pretend that we win. Let's pretend. Actually, let's lose 3 times. Now my theory on gambling is lose as little as you can. Lose my base bet. I'll lose that all day long, right? But let's go ahead and win as much as we can when it goes well. We're gonna try a 1, 3, 2, 4. So we win here, right? And it goes to a 3-unit bet. I have to power press, right? We're going to add 1 to it, okay? We'll win 3 units over here, okay? We're going to reduce our bet down to 2. That's the second win. The third win in a row, wins 2. We let it ride, and hopefully we win 4. Okay, now, when that happens, that last win is our starting bankroll. If I start with $200, that last win is our starting bankroll, which means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units in profit. Normally it's 10 units, but we lost 3 times, okay? If I'm willing to walk, I'm willing to walk. If that's my goal, and I'm out of here. But if I'm going to employ a leverage play, okay, what I can do is this. I was going to have 4 shots at the 1, 3, 2, 4 with $200. I need 2 units to get through it, right? I can take my new winnings and make those shots a little bit bigger. Okay, I have 3 shots where I have 2 units as the base bet. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. This one here is a little bit light. That's a little bit light. We may have to build that one up. So with a leverage play, I'll take my wins and I'll do the exact same move. Here we go. We're going to go out there with a 2-unit bet and maybe lose it, right? We'll do another, I'll take it from the right stack, another 2-unit bet. And let's say this is the one that works, right? We get a 2-unit bet. We stack it up to 3. There's 6 units out there, and let's say that we win that 6 units. And what I do is I go back down to 2 units. And back in my rack, now I have 3 bullets, 4 bullets, which is 4 units tall. I've doubled my bankroll, right? This is a double my bankroll play. I've got a unit left sitting here, and I've got a 4-unit bet out there, which is really my second bet, right? Now we go to battle. Now we win the 4, or we win 2 and go to 4, and heaven forbid that one wins. My profit now is 4x my starting. Okay, started out with $200. There's 200, 3, 4, 5, 600, $125. That's the goal. That's leverage play. That's making the thing work twice and winning 4 times the money, right? Take your base bet, if you can pull the move off, right, and make it bigger every time. Now, you have to win to make that work. And I'm not gonna discount that. All right, let's come back over here to the regular screen. You got to win to make it work. That only matters, by the way, if I catch the 4 in a row. Right? Let's call a spade a spade. I'm not going to win 4 in a row twice today. Most likely I'm not. Right? Most likely I'm not. On the craps table, most likely you're not either. But you give it that shot, you take your win, and you use your wins as leverage on your subsequent bets. I'm not talking about pressing to table max. I'm talking about changing your bet spread based on your win and nothing else. Leveraging your wins. It's the best example I can give you that's non-gambling related is in the investment market. Let's say you put 10 grand in the stock market and you earn $87 in the course of a week, right? The difference is putting the $87 back in and making it 10,087 that then earns 93 the next time, or pulling your $87 out and betting 10,000 again in the stock market. Leverage play is compounding the wins, and that's what we're going to do today. Here we go. Let's go to this view here, and hopefully you'll see blackjack on the screen. This is Nexus Blackjack, by the way. It's getting close to being completed. Where you got some bugs. You'll see there's a few bugs that'll show up here as I play, but let's get to it. I got $1,000 in the bank. Let's start, and let's do a quick run. We'll do just quarter bets. Okay, I'll do the exact same thing. We'll take a look at our balance after, if a win happens for us, where we go. We have 5. We're going to take 5 or 6 cracks at getting the 1, 3, 2, 4 to work at the $25 level. So there's a quarter bet, and we'll just play the hand out and see what happens. So we have a king and a 4 against the 6. We're going to stand on that one and pray a little bit, right? What do we have here? We get kicked. It happens. We'll go again. Here we go. Double that baby up. Come on. Bounce it. Ugh. What a bummer. Okay, that's 3 units down. Let's just keep going. All right, there's a 7 to get to 3. We got to hit that baby. Come on. Ugh. I hate it. We're getting really bad hands here. All right, monkey. Thank you. Okay, we got to win finally. There's our first win. Again, it's 1, 3, 2, 4, no matter where you are in the stack. So 1, 3. 3 green units. If we win at level 3, or at the 3-unit bet, well, we don't here, obviously. That's a little bit of profit. So now we're down. Oh, boy, we're getting killed. We're down 5 units. Let's go. Start back over again. Okay, let's hit it. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Got to hit it again. Oh, nice. Are you kidding me? Have we lost every single bet so far? Are we on this like insane, crazy run where we're going to lose everything? I told you got to win to make a play work. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? Let's see. We'll stand there. And by the way, if you're not sure what to do, I'll show you how to do this. Come on, hit it hard. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Look at this mess. All right, we're down. What is that? 7. Almost, yeah, 7 units. Here we go. I'll show you how the hint system works too. So we got this one's easy, obviously, but if you don't know what to do, you can press the hint button. It'll tell you your pat hand versus dealer stiff hand, you stand. And this is giving you reminders of how to play the game. So here we're going to stand. Come on, hit that thing hard. Oh my goodness. We have lost every bet but one. Crazy town. Now, by the way, we're at 8 units down. The 1, 3, 2, 4 wins you 10. So we're going to be in a world of hurt here, right? We're going to have to do it twice bare to make this thing work. Come on. There we go. Finally. Finally. All right, let's go to 3. Maybe the worm will turn. No insurance. No blackjack for them. Let's hit it. Oh, what do you want me to do? Double here? Ay, ay, ay. We lost both of our 3 bets. Good gravy. 16. Ugh. Wow. Wow, we are so bad today. Look at this mess. Jen hates the blackjack. Well, the thing is, I'm not just a crap show anymore, so I got to do other things, right? Um, all right, we'll split that. Let's go split it. Okay. We'll stand there. And we will double down on that one. This is going to be a good hand. Let's get our money back. Oh, no. Oh, no. Are you kidding? We've lost everything. This is fantastic. Oh, wait. I want to undo that. Let's increase or decrease by 1. What a mess. What a ever-loving mess. All right. Today feels like 80-20 for sure, right? But there are days where you go the exact opposite, right? There are days where it's the exact perfect run and you feel like you're a champion, you know? Here's what come on, here we go. This is the one. This is the one. We got our 3-bet out there. Let's hit a 3-bet. Finally. Come on, please. Please monkey it up. Thank you. Whew. All right. Now we can reduce by 1. Let's clear the bets. We'll go to a 2-unit bet. We finally got a little bit of profit there, right? Good gravy. Ugh. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. Here we go. Come on. Come on. 10. No. That's all right. At least we won on the 3 at that time, right? Start over again. I want to get a little bit ahead so I can use some leverage. And oh boy. No, boy, this sucks. All right, let's just hit it. 16 against the 10. You know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Oh, we pulled a 21. Are you kidding? Woohoo! Looky here. Okay. Let's go to 3 again. All right, we'll stay there. Hit it hard. All right, we got a 3-bet winner again. Love it. Let's go. Let's clear it out. We'll go back down to a 2-unit bet. Get ourselves in profit here. 14 against an 8. Yucky. All right, let's hit it. Let's hit her. Ah, there it goes. That's all right. The 3-unit bet won. We're gonna get some leverage here. I know we're gonna get leverage in a minute. I know it. I just know it. We're gonna catch a run. Ugh. Ugly. Don't you do it. Son of a gun. Nice thing about playing blackjack with you guys is that I get to drink my coffee without you having to watch me drink. I guess I'm on camera too, aren't I? 15. No insurance. No insurance ever. No blackjack. We're going to hit it, though. You want me to stand on that? What? Oh, sir, I can't surrender. Okay. I'm not going to surrender. We're going to hit it. That was a weird hint. I got to mark that down as a bug because the hint that hint should have came earlier. When it offered insurance, it should have gave me the hint. So that's a bug in the game. Okay. A little bit live testing, right? Yeah, we could do some increases here too, right? We could be leveraging up the bets, but boy, if we were doing a ladder here, we get killed, right? This play here is lose little, win a lot. We're not doing a ladder today, but I can see where you're suggesting it. We're gonna catch a streak and let that happen. Boy, another dealer win. How many times have they won today? My God, this has been horrible. Let's go. All right, we'll stand on that one. Hey, finally. I just want to, you know what I get excited about, Dan? I get excited when the move happens, right? It's not about the $25. It's about getting the win, right? It's just, it's why, like for me, I'm not here to like bankrupt anybody. I like the pleasure of winning. Let's go. Let's stand. Come on. Help me out here. Ugh. Damn it. Back we go again. All right, we'll stand here. Come on. Let's get like 4 in a row. Can we do this? No, I'm just doing 1, 3, 2, 4. If I can get it. I can't even get past 3. So what I'm trying to show, Jen, if you missed the early part of the show, is if we can get ahead, we'll do a little bit of leverage betting. I want to get to using wins and increasing bet sizes, but if I can't get ahead, I can't get ahead, right? That's the problem. So we got to get ahead to show that. So the balance you want in a larger font. That's an interesting point, Skill. Nice small one. Thank you. Geez. Yeah, I think you're right. On your phone, that might be a little small to read. It's possible. So we'll stand there and monkey. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Let's get a 1-3-2-4 to win. Come on, all the way through. All the way through. Can we do this? No. Jeez. Unbelievable. Let's go. We get to $500. I'll go on tilt and we'll ladder up a little bit just to have some fun. 9 and 5 is 14 against an 8. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Give me something tiny. Something tiny. Come on, little tiny one. All right, we'll stand there. All that work for a push. All that work for a push. Gary, have you seen that? There's a side bet out there somewhere where the dealer pulls a 21 on 4, 5, 6, or 7 cards. There's some crazy bonus bet. I think somebody just won. I forget where it was. Somebody just won a whole pile of money because it was a 7-card 21 for the dealer, and they won like 100 to 1. They had like $100 on the bet or something crazy like that. Anyway, yeah, there it is. All right. Yeah. Well, it is what it is, Jen. I'm gonna be doing other games, and when I deal cards, it'll be a little better. But I don't have cards to deal. My what do you call it? My shoe is buried out there in the other room. So anyway, let's go. We can just talk while I play, can't we? Can't we just have a little conversation? Come on, let's go. Stand there. Bust it up. Bust it up, dealer. Let's go. Bang. All right. Finally, I think we lost 50, or not 50, probably 75% of our bets today. Let's go. Stay here. Give me something good to eat. Come on. Son of a. All right. Now we're down below 500. Good gravy. Never going to work today. I got 2 minutes to go because I got to get to work here. So there's a 12 against the 6. We're going to stay. Bust it. Thank you. That's the way it's supposed to work. That's why basic strategy works perfectly, right? Because of stuff like that. Let's go. Oh, I didn't increase my bet. Shit. I hit the wrong button. Oh no. Now we're gonna win with a 1-unit bet, of course. What a dumbass. All right. This will be our 3. I hit the button too fast. And there's a 12 against the blackjack. And of course, because I was not paying attention, we lose it, right? Here we go. Finally. Here we go. Let's get it back. Oh, I did it again. Hit the wrong button again. Why did I do that? That's twice now. We're going to win here. Watch. We're going to win on this freaking bet. Yeah, well, that's okay. We lost. I was going to say, if I would have won that one, I'd been pissed. Here we go. Let's go. Why is it not letting me bet? Oh, you know what? This is the bug. This is the bug where the game gets locked. Okay, so when sometimes the game gets locked up and I can't make a bet, I got to go here. 25 now. No, the last stack gets locked. That's what's going on. I'm not hitting the wrong button, but the stack is locked. Anyway, we'll stand on that, get our loss, and we'll cancel out. Okay, let's go back to talking. I'm gonna go back over here again. So, bummer of a day, right? We don't get the win. And again, I'm trying to show leverage wins. And I said before I start that session, if you don't win, none of it matters, right? If you're gonna get a shit streak like that and lose your ass, that'll be the case, right? You can't leverage your wins in that case. You can't do it in the stock market either. But in a future session, we catch a little. I started with 1,000. We lost. We're down to 512. So we're half out. But I got time. I'm on a time crunch here. So anyway, if you win and you can leverage the wins, we'll show that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll play some craps and we'll try different things. The point I try to make here on this one is how to use the wins to your advantage, not flat betting, right? And flat betting, like you see, we lasted a long time, right? Never really got the run that you're looking for, right? Baccarat, blackjack can be very streaky games, right? Today's streak was a downward streak. Never got ahead, never got a chance to leverage up a win ever. It is what it is, right? Hopefully tomorrow goes a little bit better and we'll try it. No, Waylon, I was playing just regular straight blackjack. So, no, I know it doesn't compare to this positive EV stock market, but what I'm saying, Jen, is this. Maybe you missed this earlier when I said, and I'd love for you to comment on this, Jen, actually. The point that I'm trying to make is in the stock market, you put 10K in, right? And if it win, let's say I hate to say win, but let's say you earn whatever. Let's say you earn $100 off the 10,000, right? You leave it in there, right? You leverage the win, right? Your overall investment becomes bigger. Your dividends become bigger as a result of that. If you keep withdrawing the $100 that you earn in interest or dividends or profits, if you can just withdraw it and buy shit with it, your 10,000 only has so much power, right? You increase the power of your $10,000 investment by putting your wins back in and increasing the size of it, right? If you just continually pull the money off, same betting it as it were, you'll never get anywhere. That's what we're trying to show here. So in gambling, if you same bet it and leave your bets at the same level, you'll just lose that level all the time, right? But if you can find ways to leverage the win and increase the base, you got a shot at increasing the win size. That's what we're trying to do, is increase the win size with fewer numbers of bets. So there it is. All right. The base will not increase regardless. No, I'm saying if you reset your bank, Jen. What I'm saying is if you were in the market for 10K and every month you reset your base to 10,000 and you withdrew everything else and you always reset it. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's going to do that, right? But if somebody did that, if somebody did reset it, that's what I'm saying. And again, nobody would ever do it, but if that's the equivalent, if you just leave your 10,000 in there and just always reset your core to 10K, you'll never earn any money. You're just going to be same betting. So that's what I'm trying to say. All right, I'm out, guys. Maybe we're talking past each other because of the delay in chat, but that's we can actually, let's talk on the phone afterwards. We can talk through it. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Your quote of the day, by the way, is this. Where's my thing? There it is. And I think it's a good one for today. You got to feel pain because the distractions will stop working. Either they will wear out or you will. All right, I'm out. See y'all later. You have a good Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.